class. In the last class, we were discussing about the definition of reproduction, its importance, what are variations, how are they important, and we also saw that reproduction can be classified into two types, namely asexual and sexual reproduction. In this class, we will be learning about different modes of asexual reproduction. So let us just quickly go through a recap of the definition of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction which involves a single organism or a single parent. So all these modes of asexual reproduction which we are going to learn in this as well as the other sessions, we will see that how new organisms are produced from a single parent or a single organism. So before going through the first mode, we will just glance through the importance of asexual reproduction or the salient features of asexual reproduction. If you see by the definition, we can say that asexual reproduction involves only a single parent. And in case of asexual reproduction, all the divisions are mitotic. Hope you remember last year we learnt about cell division. There are two types of cell divisions. One is mitotic, the other one is meiotic. In case of mitosis, which occurs in all the somatic cells, there is a duplication of chromosomes. Whatever number of chromosomes the parents will have, the same number will be formed when the cell divides and it goes to the offspring. In case of meiotic division, the number of chromosomes will be halved. Okay, after the division of the cells, the new cells will receive only half the number of chromosomes. And in case of meiotic cell division, it occurs mainly in the germ cells or the sex cells. Again, in case of asexual reproduction, as we have already mentioned that only a single parent is involved, so there is no fusion of gametes. And then once the offsprings are produced, you can see that they are very much similar to their parents. So asexual reproduction also results in similarity in their future generations. There might be certain variation or mutation which we will learn later, but usually if you see the offsprings, they greatly resemble their parents. Asexual reproduction, single parent, mitotic divisions where the number of chromosomes are the same, no fusion of gametes, and the offsprings resemble their parents. Now let us go to the first type of asexual reproduction, which is fission. You see here I have written that fission can be of two types again. It can be binary or multiple. So before going through this, can you see this diagram which I have drawn here? Can you guess which organism is this? We learnt about this organism in the first chapter, in the first concept, nutrition. Yes, you are right. This is none other than the unicellular organism or the protozoa, amoeba. If you see amoeba we know that it does not have any regular shape. If you see amoeba, after a certain period of time or after a certain period of maturity, the cell stops growing. And then what happens? The cell along with the cytoplasm and the nucleus will elongate. When I say elongate, it becomes stretched. Okay, just like when we take a rubber band and we just stretch it, no? So the same way, after a certain period of time, the organism, which is made up of a single cell, it stops growing and it elongates. When it elongates, the nucleus as well as the cytoplasm also gets elongated. And then if you see, after this process, you can see that the nucleus splits or divides into two. After the division of the nucleus, the cytoplasm also divides into two. And this gives rise to two new organisms. So the nucleus division is followed by the cytoplasmic division, and finally the organism divides into two new organisms, or we call them as two daughter amoebae. So this example is that of amoeba. Remember, after a certain period of maturity, you can see that the body of the organism, it stops growing, it elongates itself, and then the nucleus also gets elongated. The nucleus first splits into two, and this nuclear division is followed by the cytoplasmic division, and the body of the organism divides into two, and from one parent amoeba we get two daughter amoebae. Okay, and if you see here at the beginning we had one parent organism, and finally we are getting two new organisms. So one organism is splitting into two daughter organisms. So we call this process as binary fission. The term binary means splitting into two. Okay, so binary means two, fission means splitting. So here the parent organism divides into two daughter organisms. So this is termed as binary fission. We can define binary fission as the type or mode of asexual reproduction where the parent organism divides into two offsprings or two new organisms. Example is amoeba, paramecium, euglena, and can you see here? I have drawn one organism here. This is called as Leishmania. The name looks familiar, right? You have learnt it last year. Yes, Leishmania is an organism which causes the disease Kala Azar or black fever. This organism also divides through binary fission. In case of amoeba, it can divide, it doesn't have a regular shape, so it can divide in any plane and form two daughter amoebae. Whereas in case of Leishmania, you can see there is a ribbon-like or a whiplash-like structure. This structure is called as flagella. And this flagella helps in locomotion or helps in the movement of this organism. So in case of Leishmania, the division is vertical or longitudinal. So the organism will divide vertically. Okay? It will divide vertically and gives rise to two new organisms. Fission, binary fission, where the organism divides into two. Examples: amoeba, paramecium, euglena, and Leishmania. So what have I drawn here now? Yes, we will now define what is meant by multiple fission. Binary, where the organism divides into two, and multiple, by the term itself we know that the parent organism divides into many new organisms. And what example have I taken here? This is Plasmodium. Does anything ring in your ear? Yes. Plasmodium is another protozoa which is a malarial parasite. You remember? Plasmodium is a parasite which causes malaria, and it is carried from one infected person to another through the vector Anopheles mosquito. In case of Plasmodium, sometimes due to unfavorable conditions, there is an outer layer formed which is called as cyst. This is, if you see here, this inner structure I have drawn here in green color, this is actually the Plasmodium cell with the nucleus. There is an additional layer, this white color which I have drawn outside, that is due to unfavorable conditions. To escape the outside environment, a new layer called as cyst is formed around the cell. When this occurs, inside what happens, the nucleus will divide several times. It keeps on dividing again and again and again. After the division of the nucleus, even the cytoplasm gets the nucleus is surrounded by small bits of cytoplasm that also divides and gives rise to many new cells. And all these cells are again surrounded by the cyst. And again, during favorable conditions, when conditions are favorable for the organisms to survive or come out, the cyst wall will break open, releasing all these new organisms outside. So, multiple fission is a type of asexual reproduction where the parent organism divides into many new organisms. And in case of Plasmodium, one parent organism or one cell can give rise to 1,000 new organisms. I hope this is clear. The first mode of asexual reproduction, fission, which is classified into binary and multiple. Binary, where the parent organism gives rise to 2 new organisms, and multiple, where the parent organism gives rise to many new organisms.